For your homework on week 5, you will be creating a watermark that you can use to stamp pictures to keep them from getting stolen. I will be planning to put the JPEGs that you submit up on the gallery page. So if you are creating a personal one that you want to use, would you please just make a copy that you'll turn in and change the information on it so you're not putting your name and email and whatever out there. Unless you don't care, then feel free. But just so you know, I am putting the JPEGs on the website. So your watermark needs to be complex. It needs to have areas that are transparent. So when you create a watermark, just remember if it's black, it will put down solid color, and if it's white, it will be transparent, and anything in the middle will be, kind of transparent. And let me show you why. So here's an example that, let's say this was somebody's watermark. This is why we don't use solid color watermarks, because a Photoshopper that even knows about as much as you know could come in and select it using their color range selection. And let's see, I've got my white pixels. Okay. I'm going to expand it by 2 pixels, and now when I hit delete or shift delete, I can set it to use content aware fill to fill it and click OK. And when I deselect, it's like it was never there. So Photoshop has some really powerful removal tools, and if you have something that looks like this, it's going to be a lot harder to do. So I've made this, it's multi-layer, there's quite a few things going on. I would then save it as a brush, so I'm going to go edit, define brush preset, and it's my watermark. Now this is the one brush for your homework that you don't have to change the settings on. Just as it is just fine. So I've got my brush, I'm coming over to my page, I'm going to size it down, and when I click on this image, it will leave this waterworks mark. And I don't know about you, but this would actually be quite difficult to come in here and take out of the middle of the image and replace all of the detail that should have been there. So that's why we don't use solid color watermarks. Once you have your watermark created and saved as a brush, the other half of your homework is saving a brush set that will have all the brushes on the list. I believe there's 9 brushes. They all need to have settings applied to them except for the watermark. And that, what I mean by that is I don't want to see any brushes that look like this, where it's just a solid line with no variation. All they made was a brush shape and popped it in there as a brush. The brushes that you're turning in need to have settings on them, and make sure and read down the list to see what I'm requiring. You may use the brushes that you created as in the practice exercises. So if you don't want to, you don't have to go create all new brushes. If you want to create all new brushes and see how creative you can get, feel free. That would be great to see what you come up with. To save this set off, you're going to go to your brush preset panel, click on the drop down and choose Preset Manager, and then choose the brushes that will be in your set. I can click on one, and then if they're all together, hold Shift and click on the top one and it will select them all. If I have a lingerer out here somewhere that I want to select, I can hold down Command and click on that brush. So once I have them all selected, I would say Save Set, and this is the one that you would give the name for the assignment and turn in. So that's the help for the homework. I hope you have fun making some brushes.